have it. Okay, hi everyone. So we are going to get started. So what I recommend, I'm gonna spotlight my own video, so that should put me here in the center. Can everyone hear me okay?
Yes.
Good, good. And we will go ahead and get started with a warm-up. So like I mentioned, you will need a heavier weight for like goblet squats. If you have your choice of weights, I have a 30-pound weight that I'll be using. You'll need a weight that's lighter for chest flies. I'm using 15s for that, but like that's like your wine bottle type of thing. For the heavier weight, you can always just combine your two lighter weights together and that equals a heavier weight. And then we will need a single resistance band if you do have one. Okay, so if everyone wants to, press play on whatever music they have, or if you're using my Cinco de Mayo Spotify playlist, you're welcome to do that just to get the music going. I'll press play on mine. I'm going to play mine lightly so you guys don't hear it. And we will get started with our warm-up. So the first part of the warm-up that we will do is a cobra to a child's pose. So starting in your child's pose position, you're going to have your hips back on your heels, and then you are going to rock yourself forward, belly to the ground, and then gently arch up, come back down, and push yourself back into that child's pose. So let's get started with that for that first minute. I'm just going to mute everyone here so that we all can play our music. All right, so it's 1 minute of that cobra to child's pose. Send those hips way back, stretch those arms forward in that child's pose. Send that belly forward towards the ground, and then gently arch yourself up. Make sure to keep that neck nice and neutral as you arch up into that cobra. So I don't want you looking way up at the ceiling. You should keep that head on nice and straight. As we push up into child's pose, a little bit of an arm warm up as well. Let's just get one more of these. All right, next up, we are going to stick one leg out. So I'm gonna put my left leg out. I'm putting my foot flat on the ground, out to the side. I'm on my right knee. I'm going to put my hands down on the ground, and all I'm gonna do is rock my butt back towards my heel, and then walk it all the way forward and dip those hips. So just a nice hip rocking back and forth. We'll go about 30 seconds on each side here. So just working that single side. So I'll turn to the side so you can see I rock all the way back, and then press those hips forward. Last couple right here. We're going to go ahead and switch our legs in 3, 2, 1. So stick that right foot out now, and you rock your heel back towards your butt, and then forward. You should feel a stretch through the straight leg here. You can go nice and slow. You can take a second at the back. All right, in 3, 2, 1, you are going to switch into alternating bird dog. So I'm gonna come onto all fours. I'm gonna extend opposite hand, opposite leg, and then back down. Really try to pull your belly button up towards your spine here. Roll your shoulders down and back. So nice long neck. Your eyes should be looking straight at your fingertips, so not letting your head drop down. Press through your hand, press through your foot. You can take a little pause at the top here. We want to be looking for straight, so I don't want to see you arching way up here. It's just an extension forward and backwards of that arm and that leg. About 15 more seconds. We'll be standing it up after this. All right, in 3, 2, 1, we're gonna come up onto our feet. We have alternating reverse lunges, so I'm just stepping one foot back. You're trying to bring that knee down nice and close to the ground if you can. Option, just don't go quite as deep. You just want to sink down a couple inches and back up. All right, we'll be in this for a minute. Really try to drive off this front leg here as you step up out of that reverse lunge each time. You can work those arms too. You want to make sure that your knee stays right over that toe. So no one's knee should be caving into the middle here. Just going to keep an eye on you guys real quick. You're looking good. 20 more seconds here. We have one more piece of our warm-up coming up. After this, it wouldn't be an Orange Theory at-home workout without our seal jack. So that's seal jack. We open up those arms, open up those legs. I originally thought that these looked really goofy, and they do, but I'm seeing the light on these seal jacks lately. They really warm up your chest in a different way than a jumping jack does. So I appreciate them. Especially today, we have chest flies. So we're gonna wanna warm up those muscles. Stick with it, here we go. You can always step one foot out and then step the other foot out. We got about 30 seconds to go. Let's try to get that blood pumping a little bit. Can you go a little bit faster here for the final 15? Let's go. All right, in 3, 2, 1. All right, everyone recover. That was our warm-up. I'm gonna quickly check in. If you guys have any trouble hearing me, put it in the chat, but I'm gonna assume that we're good to go unless I hear otherwise. So here's how today is going to work. You are going to have 6 blocks. I'm out of breath from those seal jacks, guys. You are going to have 6 blocks. Every other block will be a 6-minute block where we have 2 moves in kind of like a Tabata style. So it will always be 30 seconds of work and then a little bit of rest. The rest kind of varies as we move through each 6-minute block. Each block has 2 moves. So we do the first move, move A, 4 times, and then we do move B in the second half 4 times. So again, always 30 seconds of work. So I'll show you the 2 moves for block number 1. First is gonna be our goblet squat. So you're grabbing your one heavy weight, you're putting that weight right at your chest. It's physically touching me. I'm gonna put my feet a little bit wider than hip width apart, screw those feet into the ground. I drive my knees right over my toes, sink down and stand up. Option here would be to go lighter with weight. You also can reduce your range of motion. So if you're comfortable working kind of that half squat, that's okay. And then our second move in the second half will be a burpee. So with our burpee, we squat down to plant our hands. We jump out to our plank, jump back in, jump up at the top. Lots of good options here. You can eliminate the jump. If you have a bench, you can put your hands higher. You can also step your feet out and step your feet back in and stand up. Okay, so that will be our first block. I'm gonna get our clock ready to go here. So I have you on timer. So goblet squats are gonna be all the first 4 working sets that we do will only be goblet squats. So get your weight at the ready. We're gonna go 30 seconds on, 20 seconds off to start. All right, we hit it with those goblet squats in 3, 2, 1. Let's see you guys. You get that weight right at your chest. So you're gonna have 4 chances at this here. Really try to drive those knees out over your toes. If you're feeling good today, not working with any injuries, how deep can you get that squat? Can you get those hips down, level with those knees? 10 seconds. Last couple. 3, 2, 1. Okay, stand up, drop that weight. We have 20 seconds here. We rest. Goblet squats number 2 coming up. 10 seconds. All right, let's get that weight back up, ready to go. We're on in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Another 30 seconds of work. Count your reps here. Try to tuck your chin in a little bit. Don't let your head look way up towards the ceiling. It's a nice neutral neck. 10 seconds. 2, 1. Little break here. We got 15 seconds of rest. Rest gets a little bit less as we work through the first half of this block. Going again in 5. Oh boy, here we go. Pick up that weight in 3, 2, 1. This is our third time, second to last time with goblet squats. Whenever we have multiple sets of the same exercise, the second to last one is always mentally the toughest. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Don't get comfy. 10 seconds of rest. Our final goblet squat's coming up, and then 30 seconds of rest. So we got to power through. In 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Here we go. 30 seconds. Your last goblet squats. 30 seconds of recovery on the other side. Whew, feeling the burn right here. More than halfway through it. Don't let those knees cave. Squeeze your butt as you stand. In 3, 2, 1. Whew, recover. Put that weight to the side. Shake it out. Our longest rest right here. 30 seconds of rest. Getting ready for burpees coming up next. So in 15 seconds, we'll have those burpees. Remember, plank position. When you jump in your feet, they land wide. This is how wide I land out of my burpee. Stand or jump. All right, let's hit it. 30 seconds on. In 3, 2, 1. Let's get it with those burpees. Can you take a big exhale as you jump? Here we go. Last couple. In 3, 2, 1, you recover. Shortest recovery right here. Just 10 seconds so you get started again. We go in 3, 2, 1. Burpees, once again, we hit it. The rest gets longer as we work through this, guys. Here we go. Ten seconds. Stick with it, you got it. In 3, 2, 1. Little recovery here. 15 seconds. 2 more times with burpees. Remember, we know that second to last one mentally is challenging here. Once we get through this, we'll be home free. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. When you jump in from that plank, your full foot lands on the ground. Remember your option, walk it out, step it back in. You don't need to jump at the top. Last couple seconds, in 3, 2, 1, little recovery. 20 seconds to recover right here. One more time with burpees. And our first 6-minute block will be done. Single digits till we go. All right, here we go. Final burpees in 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. 30 seconds to your finish line. We have a core blast coming up next. So you'll have a chance to get that heart rate down. Stick with it. You have 15 seconds of work left. Here we go. Five seconds. In 3, 2, 1, recover. Oh, nice work, guys. Take a breather, grab some water. Oh. All right, our next block coming up. We have 4 minutes of work. 3 exercises. We're gonna be doing them for reps. I'll just keep repeating them over and over again. 10 seated torso rotation, 10 hip raise, 20 bicycles, 10, 10, 20. So here's how it goes. Our seated torso rotation, we grab our one lighter weight, or depending on how heavy your other weight is, you could do your heavier one. You put that weight on your chest, you lean back 45 degrees. Stamp those heels into the ground. We twist left, center, that's 1 rep. Right, center, that's 2 reps. Slow it down, exhale as you twist. Option, instead of that twist, do a press. Press up overhead, still leaning back 45 degrees, still engaging that core. You'd go for 10. Next up is our hip raise. So our legs are gonna be up into the air. I use my hands to press into the ground, relax your upper body. I'm going to try to push a ceiling tile up into the ceiling. It's not a huge amount of movement. It's just a small isolation straight up to the ceiling. Option here, you can always bend those knees and just work the motion from there. And then finally, your bicycle. You're lifting your shoulders up, extending one leg as you twist and twist. Option here, you can keep your upper body stationary and just work on pressing those legs out. All right, so let's get started. 4 minutes of work. We start with 10 seated torso rotation. We're just gonna do as many rounds as we can. 10 seated torso rotation, 10 hip raise, 10 bicycles. In 3, 2, 1. I'm doing them with you, so you'll have my timer. Once you get 10 reps, you can move on. 1, 2, so we count the good way here. Every time you twist is 1. Exhale as you twist. Once you get 10 of those, 10 hip raises, laying down, upper body relaxed, press that ceiling. Here we go. After 10 of those, 20 bicycles. So you can think of it as if left to right was 1, you'd only be doing 10 of them. So every time you twist is 1 rep, we go for 20. Nice and slow. When you start again, seated torso rotation, we're back to 10 of them. So again, 10 seated torso rotation, 10 hip raise, 20 bicycles. Remember your option here, instead of a twist, is a press up overhead with that weight. 10 hip raises. Our next option here is just to bend those knees. You're not stacking quite as much weight up when those legs aren't straight. "20 bicycles is how we finish the round. We're just about halfway through this block, and we're just about 2 rounds through, meaning we could get as many as 4 rounds in during this 4-minute block. Seated torso rotation is how it starts, 10 of them. Those of you with good memories are annoyed that I'm repeating this. Those of you with squirrel memories have already forgotten what you're doing right now. 10 seated torso rotation. Ten hip raises come next. Whew, feeling the burn here. 20 bicycles. Less than a minute. Can we get one more round in? I'm gonna watch you guys on this one. That's it, Vanessa, here we go. Nice, Sandy. So good, Caitlin, nice and slow. We have just about 20 seconds left to go. If you have a favorite one, you can pick that favorite one for the last little bit. Single digits. 3, 2, 1, you recover. Whew, all right. Whew, those abs should be burning a little bit. I feel it. Okay, so our next block number 3. We're going back to that 6-minute format with 2 different exercises. This time, our 2 exercises will be an iso hip bridge chest fly and then running man. So the first 4 that we do, you're gonna grab your lighter pair of weights, so water bottles or whatever you got. You are going to start in a hip bridge. So my feet are about hip width apart. You're going to lift your hips up into the air. You're squeezing your butt here. So this is a nice stable position. Those weights go right over my chest. I open up nice and wide, keeping a slight bend in my elbow, and then squeeze all the way back up to the top. So hands stay right over your chest the whole time. I don't want to see them way back here over your head. All right, so we're working those chest muscles. In the second half, running man. So like a mountain climber. You're going to be on your palms, shoulders right over your wrists, driving that knee in. We can go at any pace we want here. It's a little bit more core focused, even if you just step in and out. Option here, you can always elevate your hands if you have a bench or a couch or whatever nearby. Okay, so we are going to reset that clock. So again, iso hip bridge chest fly will be first. So let's all hit the deck. Get your weights at the ready. We begin with 30 seconds of work in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Holding that hip bridge position this whole time, squeezing your butt. All you're looking for is a straight hip. So if you feel like you're arching your back to stay in this hip bridge, you might be over bridging. So maybe back out of it just like an inch. You should be able to feel like your butt is squeezing. Your core should be engaged here. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1, little breather right here. 20 seconds of rest. You can put those weights down. You can sit up if that feels good. Ooh. This one's gonna start to burn after a couple here. All right, we're back in it. In 3, 2, 1, up into that hip bridge. Open up nice and wide. Try to slow down as you open up your arms. So 3, 2, 1, as you open towards the ground, and then squeeze it all back together. You should feel that stretch going through your chest. 10 seconds. This type of move where we're doing 2 things at once, we call it a compound move. In 3, 2, 1, you can recover 15 seconds. So not only are we working our chest, we're also working our glutes while we stick in that hip bridge position. 2 down, 2 more to go. 5 seconds, so get ready. In 3, 2, 1, we bridge, we fly. You inhale on the descent as you get down towards the ground. Exhale to push those weights back together. Ten seconds. In 3, 2, 1, we recover. Shortest rest right here. We're gonna be right back into it in 5 seconds. This is gonna be your last time with that chest fly. In 3, 2, 1, we bridge, we fly. 30 seconds here. You'll get 30 seconds of recovery on the other side. Ten seconds. Slight bend in those elbows the whole time. 3, 2, 1, you recover. All right, we can ditch those weights. You have 30 seconds here. So, make your space comfy. Get the feng shui right. I'm taking off this sweatshirt. running man will be next. So if you need like a mat or something for your hands, you have about 12 seconds to grab it. All right, here we go. 5 seconds. We're in that position for running man. In 3, 2, 1. We're driving those knees in. We're gonna start nice and quick here. Spread your hands out on the ground. So all 5 fingers, or however many you have, should be pressing into the ground right now on each hand. 10 seconds. Last couple right here. In 3, 2, 1, recover. I would just drop onto your knees. You can shake out your arms. This is the quickest turnaround right here. In 5 seconds, we go again. The rest starts to get longer as we move through. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. Keep your back nice and flat. Keep that butt out of the air. Try to drive your knee into your chest. Remember your option, you just slow it down. That's it, guys, you got it. Less than 10. In 3, 2, 1, you recover. Oh, all right, earning 15 seconds of recovery right here. 2 more times with those running mans. Whew. We go in 3, 2, 1. All right, 30 seconds on. Second to last time with those running mans. Less than 15. In 3, 2, 1, recover. 20 seconds. One more time with those running man. Shake out those arms. 10 seconds till we go. All right, what can we do to be better here? Let's try to pull our belly button up towards our spine the whole time. In 3, 2, 1, shift that weight forward. I know it's tempting to kind of push your hands away and start to work yourself back. Keep shifting forward. Those shoulders should be over your wrists. Let's go, here we go. 15. Single digits. In 3, 2, 1, you are done with that block. Stand it up, recover, grab your water. We have a core block coming up next. Once I catch my breath, I'll tell you about it. Okay, I think I'm ready to tell you. So here's what we have. 4 minutes, 3 exercises, same as last time. 10 reps, 20 reps. This time around, forearm plank Spider-Man will be our first one. On your forearms here in your plank, you drive your left knee out wide to that left elbow. Right knee wide to that right elbow. Option, come from a high plank instead and drive that knee out nice and wide each time. Next, back extension. Laying on your stomach, you can put your hands right by your chest, screw your toes into the ground, little lift, squeezing your butt and back down. It doesn't need to be a huge amount. Really try to isolate your butt and your core here. And then finally, swimmers, you'll extend your arms out in front of you. Opposite arm, opposite leg reaching. We try to stay consistent with our motion, so let's not try to go like up, flop, down. Think about being controlled in the up and in the down for 20. I wanna give you 2 options. If you can't be on your stomach, instead of the back extensions, we're gonna do a double leg dead bug. So arms up into the air, knees bent at 90 degrees. You're just going to extend your arms, touch your heels to the ground, and come back. That will be instead of the back extension. Instead of the swimmers, we're gonna go single leg dead bug. So you'll do 20 of those total, all right? Okay, we're gonna reset that clock. So we begin with forearm plank Spider-Mans. 10, 10 of the back extensions, and 20 of the swimmers. 4 minutes in 3, 2, 1, we begin. Let's get started. Forearm plank Spider-Man here. Driving your knees out nice and wide for 10. You drop onto your belly for those back extensions. Screw those toes into the ground. Squeeze your butt before you've even lifted. Remember, your option is to lay on your back and do dead bugs with 2 legs. So heels drop down to the floor and then back up to that dead bug position. If you're doing the back extension, you exhale as you lift. Swimmers, we go for 20. Remember, consistency of motion. So as slow on the way up as you are on the way down. All right, when you start back at the top, 10 forearm plank Spider-Mans. I'm gonna come by and watch you. So 10 plank Spider-Mans, 10 back extension, 20 swimmers. That's it, guys. This forearm plank Spider-Man is a great time to work our hip flexibility. How wide can you drive that knee? Can you get it to touch your elbow or your tricep? We're more than halfway through this block, a little less than 2 minutes to go. Try to tuck that chin in on those swimmers. You should be looking straight down at the ground, not up towards your hands. All right, little over a minute to go. You'll get a good break after this. Here we go, Lindsay. Let's go, Knick Knack. You got it. AKA T-Rex, AKA Tiger King. $45 to go. $15 seconds. Keep your form good here. Squeeze your butt if you're in those swimmers or back extensions. In 3, 2, 1, you recover. Whew, all right. Another core block done. Stand it up, shake it out. We have one more of those 6-minute blocks. So one more of that pairing. You'll need your band this time. So your pairing here for the first half, the first 4 moves that we do will be an iso squat lateral walk. So with the band just below your knees, my feet start hip width apart, I sink into my squat. I'm gonna take tiny little steps, never getting any narrower than hip width. We don't have to do 3 out, 3 back. You can, whatever you have for space, if you wanna do 5 steps front and back, doesn't matter. Just do equal steps in one direction and then the other. We'll go for 30 seconds each time. In the second half, during our 30-second rest, we'll take off the band and we'll have speed skaters. So again, work with whatever space you have, back and forth option. you'll sink low. You're gonna take big steps side to side, all right, instead of that jump. So let's get our bands at the ready. So everyone get their band just below their knees if you have it. Of course, the option if you don't have a band here is just to pretend you do. You could hold one weight at your chest like goblet style. Resetting that clock. 6 minutes of work. We're gonna feel the burn on this. We go in 3, 2, 1, sink it low, and lateral walks. Remember, we're trying not to get any narrower than hip width. When you take a step, try to lead that step from your hip. So I don't want your ankle leading out. If the band keeps rolling up higher on you, that could be because you're reaching with your foot instead of driving from your hip. 3, 2, 1. Whew, stand it up. Shake it out. We get 20 seconds of rest. This is gonna be a doozy. I can feel it. 10 seconds till we get started with number 2 in our set. We sink it low in 3, 2, 1, squat and walk. Let's go. For some reason, it feels better when my hands are like in a praying position. Just praying it all is over soon. It will be less than 15. 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Little recovery, shake it out 15 seconds. And give it like a little run. Pop those knees. Whew. 5 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. We sink low and we walk. Drive your knees out. Fight the tension on that band. We don't just wear the band for fun, guys. It's always doing something when it's around us. There's always tension on it. It should be lighting up our glutes here. We're also hitting our quads by staying nice and low in our squat, right? But our chest stays proud. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Whew, shortest rest right here. Just 10 seconds of freedom. One more time before we take our band off. In 3, 2, 1. Sink low. Walk it out. Yes, you can. I know it burns. You're going to get a chance to take this band off, and you're going to have 30 seconds of recovery after this. It's going to feel good, but first you have to earn it. When you feel the burn, lean into it, sink lower. Yes, we can. Let's go. Single digits. Whew. 5 seconds. Your best steps. 3, 2, 1. Stand it up. Take that band off. If you need to sit down to do that, you can do that. You have time. Whew. Okay. So you have 30 seconds to rest. I'm going to remind you what's coming up, speed skaters. We're jumping from side to side. We're getting a single leg landing each time. Option, low step, but I still want you to try to balance. So even if you're just stepping and not jumping, can you hold that other leg in the air? 30 seconds on. In 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it. Here we go. Whatever space you got, that's what you work with. If you don't have a lot of side to side space, you can jump up and land. You can always slow it down. Take a second to catch your balance. Soft landing. Catch it by bending your knee. In 3, 2, 1. Recover. Our shortest rest is right here. It's almost over. 5 seconds. Okay, we're on again. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Our rest gets longer as we work through the second half of this set. So stick with it here. Ten seconds. Work those arms. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Whew. In 10 seconds, we go again, our second to last time with it. We hit it. In 3, 2, 1, let's go. Second to last one, mind over matter in this one. You'll have 20 seconds of rest, and then just one more time through the speed skaters. 15 seconds. Last couple. 3, 2, 1, recover. 20 seconds here, one more time. Then we take a recovery. One more easy little block at the end of this. Single digits. Take a big exhale, everyone. In 3, 2, 1. Whew, exhale. We go in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Here we go. Sorry if my 3, 2, 1 cue to exhale was interpreted as a 3, 2, 1 cue to work. You're better for that extra 5 seconds. I know it. You're 15 seconds away from recovery. What can you do better right here? In 3, 2, 1, you recover. Oh, shake it out, grab your water. One left, one little block left. 3.5 minutes of work. I'll tell you about it in a second. How are we feeling, friends? How are you feeling, Nikki? Bobbing that head. 2 thumbs up. All right, good. That's what I like to see. Okay, this round, 3.5 minutes. It's gonna be a best of. So we're gonna do 30 seconds of work, no transitions. So it's just straight into it. So we have 30 seconds of speed skaters, like we were just doing, 30 seconds. Then we dropped, we got 30 seconds of running man, those mountain climbers. Then we have 30 seconds of burpees. I know, rude. 30 seconds of burpees, you'll have 30 seconds of rest. Then we go again, just one more time. So 2 times through, speed skaters, running man, burpees. No equipment, just your willpower. All right, so let's get ready. Clear your space if you need to. We start with 30 seconds of speed skaters. Final 3.5 minutes in 3, 2, 1. Let's hit it, guys. Speed skaters here. So close to taco time. Here we go. Ten seconds. We go right into running man. So as soon as you're ready, when I say go, you're gonna hit the deck. We start with those mountain climbers, those running mans. In 3, 2, 1. Shoulders over your wrist. We run it out or step it out. Spread your fingers on the ground. Keep your neck nice and long, 15 seconds. Looking at those fingertips, pulling that chin in. In 5 seconds, we're gonna jump it in for our first burpee. In 3, 2, 1, we jump in. We jump up if we can. Here we go, 30 seconds of burpees. You are in a recovery. That's it, team. Here we go. Keep it moving. Let's get it. You have 15 seconds left. Here we go, Caitlin. You got it, Sandy. Let's go. 10 seconds. In 3, 2, 1. Whew, 30 seconds to recover. Walk around, do what you gotta do. Take a lap. "15 seconds till we're back. Speed skaters, running man, burpees, done. Stretching, rehydrating, feeling good. Here we go. Back to speed skaters in 3, 2, 1. 90 seconds of work, guys. You can do it. Let's do it. Single digits here till we move on. Running man's next. In 3, 2, 1, you hit the deck, running man, here we go. You can slow it down. Slowing it down doesn't make it any easier, that's for sure. But it might let that heart rate come down a little bit. Otherwise, we run it out. 15. We finish with 30 seconds of burpees. We jump it in for our first burpee in 3, 2, 1. In and up. 30 seconds, here we go. "20 seconds. 10 seconds, guys. In 3, 2, 1. Done. Whew. Give yourselves a round of applause here. Take a breather, grab your water, take a sip. We stretch, then we're out of here. Whew. All right. Once you're ready, I'm gonna start with an overhead side reach. I'm gonna grab my wrist with my other hand, pull up and over, stretching out my left side body here. And breathe as we do that. So good, guys. Up and over to the other side. A little cardio blast there at the end. Whew. Really reach up and over. All right, shake out those arms. We're gonna go chest stretch next. I'm gonna reach my arms up into the air, pull my elbows down like goalposts. I'm driving my elbows back to keep my chest nice and open here. You should feel that stretch through the whole front of like your chest and that like shoulder, armpit area. Press those hands back. Next up, we're gonna switch into our quad stretch. You're gonna grab your foot, pull it back. You're gonna have both legs in line with each other. I'm gonna read the chat. Chatting. Richard had to go walk his dog. Bye, Richard. He might be gone already. Keep pressing your hips forward on this one. We can kind of we get a little sloppy on this one, but you really feel it if you stay like nice and straight through here. Grab that other foot. Sit up nice and tall like a string's pulling you to the ceiling. Whoa. All right, next up, toe reach. So I'm gonna reach up tall into the air and I'm gonna forward fold, keeping my legs nice and straight, trying to touch those toes. If you have long arms like me, you can make it look super impressive by folding all the way down to the ground. Otherwise, you try to just grab those shins with those ankles and just hang. Let your head relax and kind of like gently shake your head. No, I won't join your 7 a.m. Zoom call. Now shake your head, yes. Yes, I might join if it starts at 9. And we slowly roll it on up. Final one, figure 4 stretch. You can do this seated if balance is not your friend. Cross your ankle over your knee, sink down, and just like a little quarter squat. Try to send your butt back. You'll feel that stretch in that hip of the knee that is bent. Put your palm on that knee that's bent and just gently push it open. All right, stand it up. Last side. The last thing between you and hopefully a taco is this one side left on this figure 4. Stick your butt out. Get that good stretch. Gently press your palm onto your knee. Thank you all again for coming on. I know as the weather gets nicer, being like in a little box on the internet becomes less appealing to you. But we make these pretty quick. You're in and out faster than you would be at a regular Orange Theory class. So we appreciate you. Keep coming. Stay motivated. We'll see you on here again soon. Ooh, fun hair. Bye, everyone. Bye, Liam.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Everyone have a good night.
You too.
Thanks, Coach. Love you.
Thanks, Jenny.
Love you. Bye, Sapex. See you
Bye, guys.
later.
See ya.
Steve, good to have you on as always. I see you working that strength. He hung up on me. Okay, bye.
Oh.